find pretty things. Bring pretty things to Dylan. Dylan may call
What's up?
pretty thing. Carl is
Oh, hey there.
pretty.
You get that picture yet? Or are you looking for a bit of one-on-one convo with yours truly?
Yep, got it right here.
Hey, what do you know? Knew you could get it done. Let me see it. Oh, damn, this is good. You got a real eye for photography. Hey, how about you keep the cam, huh? If you snap a picture of an outfit you think will look good on you, come on by and I'll see if I can replicate it. And, hey, I really do appreciate the help. If you want to stop and shop, may be able to give you a discount.
Blake,
Maybe you can help? We're constantly running short of clean water around here.
So the story. He got her buffed down.
I'd be glad to help if I can.
If you could help build some new wells or even a water purifier, it'd really make a big difference.
I think we ought to talk.
Is something the matter? You sound upset.
What? Oh, no. We've just been traveling a while now, and I figure there hasn't exactly been equitable distribution of information. I've gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really know a whole heck of a lot about me. I figured I'd offer to balance the board. So, is there anything you want to know?
What do you remember about the Institute?
It's all pretty hazy from back then, but now and then I get glimpses. Life inside the Institute, they keep you isolated. A single test chamber was my whole world for years, and someone was always watching. Then one day you wake up on the other side, and that's it. They've cut you loose. Welcome to the brave new world, with such people in it.
What's with the outfit?
After I started the agency, it just seemed like the sort of thing a detective ought to wear. I got some old memories, pre-war, faded to all heck of guys dressed like this, doing what I do, putting on the hat and trench coat, and I figured it'd let folks know I was serious about the whole thing. Clothes make the man and all that. Guess I felt they made me the man I wanted to be.
So, who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth, authentic Institute handiwork, but I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. My memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
Wait, the original Nick was from my time?
Sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, it was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap, a body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple of weeks. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. A local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. It's something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
If you're good to people, they'll be good back. That's something I've always believed.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. We should probably head out.
You should have plenty of clean water now.
Thanks, friend. Not everyone would have taken the time out to help folks in need.
October 22nd, 2077. I finally told them tonight, and it was bad. Real bad. Dad was shouting, telling me I should be ashamed, that I had to get out of the house. Mom just cried, and somehow that hurt worse than anything else. She didn't say a word, not even when I packed my things. I can't go to John. He doesn't even know yet. Maybe he'll never know. If it weren't for the cabin, I wouldn't have a place to sleep. Just need some time to think. Last time I was here, I was just a little girl playing clubhouse in this old cabin. Now I'm really scared. Will anything ever be right again?
Hold it right there, stranger. Excuse the pointed gun routine, but I'm not expecting a caravan today. So, why don't you tell me what you're doing here?
Don't you want my help?
Oh, help! I see. Is this the part where you helpfully donate some bullets? Maybe relieve me of the burden of wealth, as if I didn't have enough... Wait, you actually sound like you mean that. Oh, I'll be. Did the Ron actually send you?
That's right.
Great. And here I thought you were another problem walking in, but turns out you're here to help. I have to admit I'm a bit embarrassed about the gun now. I'll just put that away now. Whoop. Well, let's get inside before it gets more awkward. My wife's better at making guests feel welcome after I pointed a gun at them.
That's because stuff doesn't happen by the ocean. This time, the bad guys are on a cruise ship. Plus, the mistress came up with the plan, and she told Man-to-Man exactly what he needed to do.
Super secret submarines, a cruise ship, and the mistress of mysteries. Now I know why you like this one so much.
And there are the two lovely ladies of our humble manor. Jules, Katie, I have good news for a change. Looks like we have a place to relocate after all.
Oh, thank God. I mean, welcome to our home. Make yourself comfortable. Can I offer you something to drink? Not sure if you'll like what's on offer, though. I've got fermented brain fungus beer, or glowing mushroom tea with an extra kick to it. Though, I guess it's kind of an acquired taste. Are you even thirsty? I probably should have checked first.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Probably for the best. It's still experimental. Brain fungus is either chewy like rubber or hard as a brick. The sweet spot between those is tricky. I suppose I should keep the glowing mushrooms for Radaway. If we're moving out this soon, we'll need it for the trip.
All right, that concludes the introductions, the tour, and the formal welcome dinner. Short and sweet. Not much to look at, I know, but she's been home to us for a long time. I guess now that you're here, we'll be moving on soon. We started preparing weeks ago when we realized that the last crop wasn't gonna get us through the next season. Still a couple things left to pack, though. If you're feeling impatient, ask Jules. She'll know what still needs to be done. You need anything from me?
Tell me about yourself.
Was not expecting an interview, but I guess you can't just let anyone in, huh? Hope you don't keep people out on the account of being boring. My parents were farmers, and I was one of, well, let's say 7 children on the best day. When I ran off with the caravan, it was one of 3. When I came home to share the good news about marrying Jules, well, hard work sometimes just means being a bigger target for raiders. Long story short, we needed a new safe place to settle. Julia turned our Brahmin's fertilizer to gold and gave us a shot at building something here. I work as hard as my folks did, but I won't make their mistakes. I know when to call quits and move on, and that's why I took the risk of asking for help. You need anything else from me?
You ready to head out?
Mentally, no, but sentiment doesn't make the crop come in any better. Trust me, I've tried that and about a million other things. If you're itching for something to do to speed things up, ask Jules. She can get particular about the order things get packed in. All generators on the fritz again. At this rate.
We're all eager to get going. We've got most of our things packed up besides what had to wait until the last minute. But the biggest problem right now is that our Brahmin, Nessie, got out of her pen last night and wandered off. Any chance you could lend a hand and go search for her while we wrap up here? We should be ready to go once you're back.
All right, I'll do it.
Great. Brahmin are creatures of habit. She probably wandered to her favorite pastures by Sunshine Tidings. You could check there first. Maybe look around for a bit. I doubt she went far. And watch out for blood bugs. Season's coming in early with the rains. I sprayed Nessie with repellent 2 days ago, but it wears off eventually. It's why I'm so worried about her.
Katie, could you... Katie? Where do you think you're going?
Just outside.
Kiddo, we need you in here to help with the packing. We'll do a little goodbye tour before we leave, don't worry.
But that'll be around here, and I want to ask Franklin if he wants to come with us.
You said just outside a second ago. Besides, wouldn't your alien friend prefer to just stay on one spot in case, the rest of his kind want to visit?
Well, then I want to say bye to him.
Katie, I get it. It's hard to leave, but right now your mom and I need you to help us pack. I'm sure Franklin can visit you later in his spaceship. Now, can you please help me dismantle the old generator? We can't bring it with us, but the parts will help us get settled in the new place.
But I just... Okay, Dad. I'll help out. I bet you have all sorts of stories to tell. Hello.
Hey, pal.
I'm Katie. Mom says we're going to come live in your settlement. I hope it's not in a cave. Dad says it's safer, but Mom kind of hates it. They both really want to leave soon, but another day won't hurt them, right?
Can you tell me about them?
They're Mom and Dad. You could probably ask them stuff yourself. And they'll actually tell you instead of saying, when you're older. Mom tells me stories sometimes, but I know she leaves the good bits out. Dad says my comic books are better stories than real ones, though.
Nice to meet you.
You too. So, are we leaving right away? You sure you don't want to rest or something? Dad says there are two types of people, intruders and guests. And if you're in here, you're a guest. But Mom says guest is someone who eats our food, drinks our water, takes our supplies, and then tells the raiders where we are. Wait up! Nessie isn't at Sunshine Tidings.
Calm down. Just tell me what's going on.
Mom said Nessie wandered out to her pasture by that place with the creepy robot, but you're not going to find her there. Franklin the Martian took her. He's an alien, so he likes studying Earth things, like giddy-up Buttercup toys, comic books, and Brahmin. I'm sure he didn't hurt her, so you'll just have to go and ask him to give her back, and he will.
Who is this guy?
Franklin. He's from Mars. Has a spacesuit and a ray gun, but the gun is just for bad people. Raiders don't like aliens any more than Earthlings, so he needs the gun, but he doesn't use it on friends, I swear. And definitely not on Brahmin. If he knew we need Nessie today, he wouldn't have took her.
Sure. Okay.
I know how it sounds, really. I wouldn't tell you if I didn't have to. You know, to keep him safe. But I don't want to leave without Nessie. Will you go? I wrote you a note to give to him, so he'll know you're a friend and that I sent you.
Okay. What's really going on here?
Well, maybe Franklin didn't really take her himself. I just wanted to help him. Mom always talks about how special Nessie is, so I thought, if aliens want to study Brahmin, then they should study the best one around. Maybe even clone her. How cool would that be?
No problem. I'll bring her back.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you'd believe me. I'd go and get her myself, but you heard my dad. Take this note and he'll know I sent you. Franklin lives under the old ranger shack. Nessie is super safe with him, but Mom and Dad really want to leave soon, so we need her back. It's not far. I can show you where on your map, and you don't have to be scared of him. He's a very nice alien. And remember, no need to hurt him. He's nice.
Interloper! In your ignorance, you have invaded the sovereign territory of Mars. I am bound by honor to give you one warning before I take you to the Galactic Court by force. If you resist, I will be forced to use lethal force.
Easy. I just want to talk.
Ah, invoking the interstellar right of ambassadorship. Very well. You may make your case for your presence. Be warned. Transgressing against the sacred ceasefire will trigger the electro-neuromagnetic traps that will boil the brain of any human in the room.
Come on. Don't bullshit me.
But you're only a human. What could you possibly know of our technology?
I have something for you.
What's this? You have an offering for me? Usually humans bring me items for study, not scribblings. Wait. Katie? She's leaving? But I mean, I see the Chief Ambassador has... Forget it. No point in keeping up the act now, I guess. It works better on children and camped out raiders anyway. So, Katie couldn't come out here herself. And that's why she sent you, Nessie.
Hold on, I have some questions first.
After that performance, I figured you would. Go ahead and ask then.
Who are you?
I'm Franklin, and I'm actually from a marsh, not Mars. But Katie misheard me. I mostly made a living selling salvage, but I didn't have much luck with that. People saw my face or heard my voice, and I'd be lucky not to get chased out with bullets. Always been like that. Then the little lady saw me one day, and instead of screaming ghoul, she called me an alien, and asked me if I was looking for things to study. I figured being an alien couldn't be worse than being a ghoul. Turns out it's better, safer, and even profitable. First, Katie started bringing me food and junk to trade. Then a caravaneer stoned out on chems bought into it, and now I practically have a brand going.
I'm not exactly sure what's going on here.
Katie brought her here to play alien experiments. On her own, I swear. Didn't know she'd bring me a whole cow after I told her to stop looking for scrap. She lost track of time and had to run home. So she said she'd be back for Nessie soon. Then, I guess you showed up and she got locked down.
What's with the outfit?
It's just some old gear. Katie was the one who called it a spacesuit. I modified the gun to fit the image afterwards. Katie's got a big imagination, but at least she treats me like a person, even if she thinks I'm from another planet. She even wanted to draw a comic book of me someday. The super awesome galactic adventures of Franklin the Martian and Katie the Human.
That's all I needed to know.
Hope that clears things up. So, was I right about you getting sent here for Nessie?
That's right.
The smelly thing is all yours. Good thing you came. I don't know how much longer I could stand around smelling her fertilizer. And, sorry for the act earlier. I've gotten kinda used to it, but I guess it won't be the same without Katie around. Doesn't like me very much after some of the experiments Katie thought would be fun to play at, but she should follow you back to the farm without a fuss. I'll miss Katie. Take care of her and her family, will ya?
What are you gonna do now?
Probably move on, find somewhere I can find more salvage, and keep selling alien artifacts to whoever's chemmed out enough to buy 'em. It'll be lonelier, but maybe I can visit Katie sometime, once she's settled. But I'm sure she'll forget all about me soon enough.
Do you want to set up a permanent shop? I know the perfect place.
For real? I didn't expect you to say that. But a permanent place sounds amazing. Yeah, I can see it now. Franklin's Fine Martian Wares. Or Franklin's Emporium of Galactic... No, too long. You've got yourself a deal, human. Hi, Katie. Hello. Katie's parents.
You're Franklin? From Mars? I guess I can see it with the suit and the eyes and the gun.
Yeah, it's not really true. I'm a ghoul and not an alien, as you can see. I'm sorry for lying, Katie.
It's all right. I already knew that. I'm not dumb, you know. I've seen nice schools before, but it was so much fun to play, wasn't it?
You're a smart kid, Katie. I guess I needed to believe I was Franklin from Mars more than you did.
This is all very nice, but what about our Nessie?
She's back in her pen, safe and sound. And I'm sorry for taking her in the first place. I was going to...
Franklin, don't say that. Mom, Dad, I was the one that took Nessie out of her pen. I tried to go and get her back, but you wouldn't let me go.
And you should have told us that right away. What were you thinking? I was worried sick about her. Mr. Franklin, thank you for keeping Nessie safe and bringing her back. Well, I'm not sure how I feel about you playing aliens with my daughter.
She is a very special cow. In fact, if you figure out how to make her milk glow, maybe we could team up. Things that glow sell faster.
Glowing Brahmin milk? Improbable, but I doubt anyone's tried before. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I never thought I'd say this, but I'm glad she was abducted by an alien instead of wandering off by herself. And Franklin is... interesting. I always knew Katie was too smart to get that carried away with make-believe, but I wasn't expecting this. He's definitely onto something with his branding, though. I've seen caravans cash out for less. I'll definitely talk more with him on the road. Speaking of, we're all packed up and ready. Are you all set?
Anything else I can do to help?
Nothing besides the heavy lifting. And that's Nessie's job now that we have her back. We're all set otherwise. How about you?
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
So where are we heading?
Hey there.
Hey, good timing. I was just about to try establishing a radio connection with an ASAM.
Anything I can do to help out?
Oh, sure. An extra set of hands would be useful. You remember when we patched in the receiver module, right? Well, I'm about to try something similar using the comm hub's transmitter and a frequency amplifier. If those parts still work, we'll have real-time two-way communication between the hub and any ASAM sensor.
Sounds good.
All right. I've patched in the parts we need, but I think we're gonna need more power for this. So I'm gonna head down to Plutonium Well, boost its output a little. Whilst I'm doing that, it'd be really helpful if you could try tuning in the hub for me.
Sure, I can do that.
Great. Just sit yourself down at the vault hub. Keep turning the frequency knob until you get a clear signal. Then just sit back and wait for my return. Okay, won't be long.
Question. Question. Command, this is Golf Romeo 1-9er requesting additional support. Over. Command, this is Golf Romeo 1-9er requesting... What the... Who is this? How'd you get on this frequency? You're disrupting gunner communications. Do you know what kind of trouble that can get you in? You better tell me how you're doing this, and fast.
Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Too late for apologies. Civilian gear ain't able to broadcast on this frequency. What kind of hardware are you using? Where are you broadcasting from?
I gotta go.
Given the strength of your signal, you can't be far. Once we're done with our op, shouldn't take too long to find you. Don't go anywhere.
Uh-oh. This can't be good.
Darling! I got back as fast as I could.
You listened to the radio?
Yeah. I overheard the whole thing on my Pip-Boy. The hub's broadcast frequency. It must be similar to the one the gunners use. Or at least close enough to cause disruptions. This is not good. We really don't want the gunners' attention on us. And we definitely don't want them sniffing around the comm hub. This is not good.
Who are the gunners?
The gunners are a mercenary group. Guns for hire. Huh. Never thought about it before, but I guess that explains their name. Anyway, they ain't exactly the nicest bunch of people you'd run across. If they could find a reason to mess with you, they'll do it.
Safest way to deal with gunners? A rifle and distance.
By broadcasting on their comm frequency, we've probably piqued their curiosity. They'll want to know what kind of tech we're using. They may even try and take it. I don't think we could afford to let the gunners come here.
Maybe we can reason with them.
That's worth a try. Maybe I could talk to them. Convince them to leave us alone. Hold on. I think I could find where they're radioing from. All right. Looks like they were somewhere northeast of Olivia. Well, guess I should go check it out. Try to find these gunners, and see if I could reason with them. Although, kinda nervous. I'm used to dealing with raiders and your typical wasteland critters. But gunners, they're different. They're organized.
Can you tell me about them?
The gunners, they're mercs. But not really. I mean, they do take contracts, and they're good at their job, but they don't really behave like typical mercenaries. They're more like a military group. Only I couldn't tell you who or what they're fighting for. They've been making waves recently around the Commonwealth, causing a lot of trouble for a lot of people.
Don't worry. I've got your back.
You'll help? Thanks. I feel better already. Here, let me update your map. There. The gunners were somewhere near one of those markers. But I don't know which one for sure. We'll have to check each of them. All right, lead on and I'll follow. Let's see if we could talk these gunners into leaving us alone. My God. I know this place. I gave him ASAMs. What the hell happened here?
That's close enough. Who are you?
Whoa, easy there. Easy. We're not looking for trouble. Why don't you just put that gun down and we could talk?
Why are you here?
We're just looking for some gunners. That's all.
Gunners? You with the gunners?
Whoa, now I said we're not looking for trouble. Darling, a little help here?
Look, all I need is for you to put down the gun. Then we can talk this through.
I gave him ASAMs. What the hell happened here?
That's close enough. Who are you?
Whoa, easy there. Easy. We're not looking for trouble. Why don't you just put that gun down and we could talk?
Why are you here?
We're just looking for some gunners. That's all.
Gunners? You with the gunners?
Whoa, now, I said we're not looking for trouble. Darling, a little help here?
Look, all I need is for you to put down the gun. Then we can talk this through.
Mine goes down when his goes down.
Okay, that's fair. See? Putting it away.
All right. Assuming you're not gunners, why were you looking for them?
We were hoping to discuss something with them.
Huh. Well, I doubt you'll get much of a response, but if you want to strike up a conversation, go ahead. I believe that one was the leader.
What happened here?
Yeah, I'd like to know that myself. If you don't mind us asking, what went down here? And who are you?
Gunner expansion. They tried to seize this place. Locals resisted. Maybe even fought back. You can see the results for yourself. By the time I arrived, it was too late to help anyone. So I found a concealed position on the overpass and administered a little wasteland retribution.
Sounds like you did the right thing.
I did the just thing. Don't know how right it was.
You still haven't told us who you are, or what you're doing here.
I'm Aiden, and without sounding too melodramatic, I hunt down gunners. Been on this squad's trail for a week. This is the 4th settlement they've hit.
Why? What's this all about?
Gunners have been unusually active lately, laying claim to territory all over the Commonwealth. The settlement was just the latest conquest. Saying that, this place used to just be a solitary hut. I've no idea how they built up so damn fast. Sudden growth must have been what made them a target.
Sudden growth? Oh no. Don't tell me the gunners attacked this place because I gave them ASAMs.
What? The hell you talking about?
They're these little sensor things. Help people build stuff. I've been providing them the settlements for months now.
Huh. Then this attack was your fault.
Hey! Now you just wait a minute. You better watch what you say, mister.
That's not fair.
Whether it was intentional or not, you made them a target.
You can't blame me for what the gunners did. Folks deserve the opportunity to make a better life for themselves. And I don't appreciate some jumped-up vigilante accusing me of... Whoa, wait. You don't need to...
Reinforcements. Hope you can fight.
Doesn't have to be the day you die.
You don't need a stim pad.
We got hostiles. Come on, asshole! You got guts, huh? Have guts. What? Just a graze. This how you imagine you'd go? Damn. Run.
Get some!
Welcome to your last stand. Good.
You are seriously fucking.
Well, that's one way to get that coolant pumping.
You handled yourselves well.
Yeah, well, felt the need to blow off a little steam after someone accused me of causing what happened here.
Not gonna let that go, are you? Say what you like about them, but the Gunners run a tight operation. Sooner or later they'll figure out what happened here. Chances are you and your partner will be flagged as persons of interest.
Oh, great. That's precisely the kind of thing we came here to avoid.
You can expect more Gunner attention from now on, so watch your backs, and they'll give you even more trouble than they give me.
Can you tell me about your trouble with the Gunners?
Where would I even begin? We have history. That's all you need to know.
Is there a way I can communicate with them?
You could try, but I wouldn't advise it. At this point, you put too many of them down. They're not going to be interested in hearing your side of the story. Best thing would be to just lay low.
So what are you gonna do now?
I'm leaving, and so should you. There's no guarantee more reinforcements aren't en route.
Yeah, well, nice meeting you.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, and cut the charity with those sensors. They're just chum in the water.
Hey.
You think he's really gone?
You're upset about something, I can tell.
You heard what that guy said? That this was all my fault? You don't think he was right, do you? That giving these people ASAM's made them a target? That I'm responsible for bringing the Gunners here?
You can't blame yourself.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It's not like I can control what the Gunners do. I'm just glad that Aiden fella's gone. There's something about that guy that rubbed me the wrong way. Maybe it was the gun that he pointed at my head. And I'm not sure I trust his version of events regarding what went down here.
Why don't you believe his story?
I'm not sure. Just something about it didn't sit right.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, I know this may seem odd, but I think I want to stay here for a while. We may have stopped these gunners coming to Concord, but in doing so, we might have dug ourselves into an even deeper pit. I need to think things over. Maybe come up with a new plan of action for us. Or at the very least, reevaluate how we're doing things now.
Whatever you decide to do, I've got your back.
I won't be here long. Come find me at the hardware store later. And stay safe out there, all right? If anything happened to you, well, just stay safe.
Not doing them much good at this point.